at it there for a minute.
Keep them in the cameras. We might catch a nice cracker.
It's summertime, so come on into Red Lobster and take a dip. A double dip. Yeah, it's Red Lobster's crab leg fried shrimp special. Right now, you can enjoy crab legs together with golden fried shrimp, coleslaw, and your choice of potato, all for only $4.99.
Crab legs and shrimp together.
Red Lobster is where America goes for seafood.
Ah, a tasty double dip. Only $4.99.
This is Firestone's famous Deluxe Champion Super Belt tire with body plies made of tough polyester, plus 2 belts of long-lasting fiberglass. Its design is intended to give you a long-lasting, smooth ride. Right now, you can get a set of 4. That's right, a set of 4 for as low as $99. A very solid tire. The Deluxe Champion Super Belt at a down-to-earth price. 4 for $99. Only from Firestone.
It's Super Dividend Days at Red Owl. This week, Red Owl brings you twice as many cash dividend specials to choose from. Greater selection means greater values at Red Owl.
Compare the taste. Compare the price. The only difference between Bubble Up and is the money you save. Now get 2 bottles free when you purchase 6 16-ounce bottles of Bubble Up.
A second performance of the Laser Show Music from Outer Space has been scheduled by Channel 5 and the Minnesota Orchestra for Saturday, July 29th. Tickets, Orchestra Hall, Dayton's, or St. Paul Civic Center.
Oh, we're almost there, baby.
Joe, come on, give us some help. Get them ready to fly.
When there are wings over Hollywood in today's action melodramas, you can be certain that the sky's the limit. It's hang gliders to the rescue when James Coburn stars in Sky Riders. And then a helicopter joins the act for a hair-raising escape. Another melodrama, another helicopter comes to the rescue. In Silver Streak, Patrick McGowan is foiled trying to hijack a train. At the climax, hostages Richard Pryor, Jill Clayburgh, and Gene Wilder join the battle of train versus plane.
Are you all right? Is it over?
Once again, it's wings to the rescue for the explosive finale of Lucky Lady. World-famous stunt pilot Frank Tallman joins forces with stars Burt Reynolds, Gene Hackman, and Liza Minnelli, bombarding an entire fleet of villainous bootleggers. But it all had its beginning back in the silent days when Hollywood stars risked their necks in these dangerous newfangled contraptions called aeroplanes. For this early cliffhanger, Tom Mix climbed out of the saddle and into the cockpit to add a new kind of excitement to his rescue of the damsel in distress. Most moviegoers in the 20s had never flown. The very thought was terrifying. So imagine the excitement they felt during these scenes, which were photographed from a plane actually flying in and around the Grand Canyon for a movie. The small fry, however, reacted with enthusiasm to the adventure and romance of flying. At the Saturday matinee, many a future pilot vicariously accompanied Tom Mix on his perilous mission. With the arrival of sound, movie audiences will become accustomed to the new realism of roaring engines and the snarl of spinning propellers.
Follow Captain Gibson all the way, understand? If he crashes, keep on grinding.
Yes, Mr. Von First. There's no crash in the script, Mr. Von First.
Of course not. But just in case, understand? You never can tell.
Yes, sir.
In The Lost Squadron, the airplane again becomes a melodramatic device. Erich von Stroheim plays an utterly ruthless director who will do anything to make his movies more exciting.
Idea, the big fat head. But that's Woody. Look, Gibby, acid. Huh? Acid on the control wires. Von First has sprained them.
Hammer on!
I would like to know what's so important that you had to call me in the middle of the night.
So sorry, but important events like insistent alarm clock demand attention. We'll explain soon.
The producers of the popular Charlie Chan series are quick to realize how much the airplane adds to audience involvement.
Mr. Jeffrey.
I'm glad to meet you.
How do you do?
How would you people like to see what the interior of a bomber looks like?
That's a splendid idea.
In Murder Over New York, the wily Mr. Chan uses the airplane to trick the murderer into revealing himself.
Hang on, Tom. Here we go. He's the killer. That's Dr. G.
They're gonna land. Come on.
The case is closed, but as usual, Charlie has the last word.
Well, it certainly worked all right. I was beginning to think he wasn't going to give himself away.
Desire to live, still strongest instinct in man.
Nice work, Pops.
We will now switch our controls to a tiny cabin plane where we will try to contact our authoress, Marge Duncan. Come in, Miss Duncan.
Thank you, Fred Adams. Hello, America. King Morgan flies again.
In Charter Pilot, Hollywood relies on the airplane as a preposterous device when Lynn Barry and Lloyd Nolan are involved in a radio serial that suddenly comes to life in the air as well as on the air.
Hey, look out!
Sounds almost real, doesn't it?
The boys are engaged in a terrific struggle. He's stroking him.
How does she ever think up all that stuff?
The action melodrama rises to fantastic new heights in the classic film King Kong. The magic ingredients are all there. A beautiful girl in jeopardy, a primitive beast on a rampage. And now, a duel to the death with mankind's newest and deadliest weapon, the airplane. It is a climax audiences will always remember.
Well, Denham, the airplane's got him.
Oh, no. It wasn't the airplanes. It was beauty killed the beast.
You won't believe your eyes when the musicals take to the skies next on Wings Over Hollywood.
Arthur Treachers is giving away a free 32-ounce container of Coca-Cola with family packs. So when you buy a family-sized boat of our original fish and chips, or our boneless chicken and chips, or Arthur Treacher's delicious shrimp and chips, we'll give you this giant 32-ounce container of Coca-Cola absolutely free. So stop by Arthur Treacher's for one of our family packs and take home a full quart of Coke for free. Arthur Treacher's and free Coke. Now that's something else.
Do you know why summer electric use is higher? On hot summer days, air conditioners and other energy-hungry appliances are really working hard, a lot of times all at once. And the more that happens, the more we'll need new power plants. And that's what drives electric costs up. Ask NSP for ways to be summer-wise, to help control the rising use of energy in the summer.
Be summer-wise.
You invest a lot of money to buy a home, so invest a little more to protect it with home security supplies from True Value hardware stores.
This Intermatic variable timer discourages burglars by creating an at-home look when you're away. This master self-coiling steel cable and combination lock offers security plus convenience. Get protection from electrical, grease fires, and other flammable liquids with this UL-rated fire extinguisher. Get these values and more at participating True Value hardware stores.
This is Harry beside his car. Harry's also beside himself because the top of his car looks like the bottom. But watch this. You said it, Harry. Son of a gun. It's new from STP. Son of a gun helps restore and protect vinyl, rubber, and leather. It makes old vinyl tops look younger. And dashboards, door panels, weather stripping, bumper guards. Son of a gun helps restore and protect vinyl, rubber, and leather. New from STP. Son of a gun.
For Hollywood, the airplane was a natural when it came to musical extravaganzas. Flying down to Rio brought us Ginger Rogers heading a high-flying chorus line. Moviegoers cheered the battalions of breezy beauties performing a musical number on the world's most unusual stage, the wings of all different kinds of airplanes. Actually, the sequence never left the ground or the sound stage. Instead, a few planes hung from the studio ceiling, and just about every wind machine on the lot was used. But even today, some 40 years later, it is still a dazzling musical confection. And there's no doubt that the airplane is here to stay when a superstar like Shirley Temple is welcomed aboard a plane named Lollipop. That's right. The good ship was an airship.
On the good ship, Lollipop, it's a sweet trip to a candy shop where bonbons play. On the sunny beach of Peppermint Bay, lemonade stands everywhere, Cracker Jack bands fill the air, and there you are, happy landing on a chocolate bar.
Come Josephine in my flying machine going. Up she goes, up she goes. Balance.
Hollywood comedies and the airplane have always shared equal billing. The great funny men like Laurel and Hardy find as many uses for the airplane as cream pies and banana skins. What's even more remarkable is the fact that many of the comedians did all their own daredevil stunts, risking their necks just for a laugh.
Balance yourself like a bird on the beam in the air.
More recent screen comedies, such as Those Magnificent Men and Their Flying Machines, still find many inventive ways to get a laugh using an airplane as a prop.
Way up where the sky's the limit, we can go and hug and kiss a mile a minute, 'cause we're going up, going up, going up, going up. So long, goodbye.
We lost it! Driver! Stop the train!
Of all the flying films, it is the war movie that makes the most dramatic use of the airplane. The fabulous forerunner was Wings in 1927, when ex-fighter pilot William Wellman, at the age of 29, directed these awesome battle scenes. All the actors were required to fly their own planes, and in later years, flying would become the hobby of hosts of Hollywood stars, from Tyrone Power to Jimmy Stewart to Danny Kaye. Wings is not only the first movie to win an Oscar as the best picture of the year, it becomes the unquestioned prototype for every war movie which follows. Pictures like The Blue Max, starring George Peppard, recreate the pattern of gallantry among the air aces first established in Wings. Here are some of the finest aerial acrobatics ever filmed, as two German pilots challenge each other in a friendly test of flying skill which will end in disaster. In Aces High, the young and inexperienced fighter pilot triumphs in his first air battle. Again, in keeping with one of the most popular themes of the flying war movie, that triumph will be short-lived. In Foreign Correspondent, Master Director Alfred Hitchcock brings a new maturity to the war movie.
I never heard of anything so stupid. I shall see the British consul as soon as I leave.
Always the innovator, Hitchcock lays the groundwork for what will become the spectacular air disaster movies of today. This superior thriller was filmed entirely on a Hollywood soundstage. Hitchcock makes the audience a part of his terrifying crash at sea by confining the action entirely inside the stricken plane. He amplifies that terror through the exclusive use of sound effects rather than background music. And flying war movies come of age. A new chapter of Hollywood's love affair with the airplane begins with the attack on Pearl Harbor. Films like Tora, Tora, Tora will bring a new dramatic truth to the screen. Now the movies will leave the novelty behind and truly take off for the air age of tomorrow.
Those magnificent men in their flying machine, they go up to the up.
Whether it's disaster or comedy, melodrama or musicals, the airplane was, is, and always will be big box office and a fertile field for imaginative filmmakers.
Flying around, looping the loop.
It is mankind's continuing search for new experiences, newer, faster, more exciting ways to fly, which will always sustain the movie's love affair with the airplane. And that's Hollywood.
I flew. I flew.
Know why so many people come to a Ponderosa Steakhouse? Not because the price is so right, because the steaks taste so great. All USDA inspected and approved sirloins, T-bones, and ribeyes. They're delicious. Now, I don't serve them, and I don't cook them. But you know what? When I press this little button, I make everybody happy.
Applause, applause for the great steaks at Ponderosa.
Create an elegant table, free, with qualifying deposit when you open or add to a savings account at Minnesota Federal. Selections include 2 patterns of stoneware and Oneida stainless tableware, plus hand-blown crystal wine and water goblets. Most items are free with a qualifying deposit. All are available at special savers prices. Stop in today and see the elegant table, now on display at any of the 32 convenient locations of Minnesota Federal.
He's not rich, and he's not flashy. You can trust him. He's a candidate for the United States Senate, but he's not a professional politician. He's earned a reputation for fairness, honesty, and hard work. He knows inflation must be cut back now. He's a man who does his homework because he knows government must become more responsive to people. Never has a man been better prepared to be our senator. Dave Durenberger.
Kitchens are my favorite rooms, and because Plywood Minnesota understands kitchens, they'll help you with your ideas, dreams, and budget. The room you have to work with, your family, your lifestyle. Plywood Minnesota makes it easy. Pre-finished cabinets come cartoned like fine furniture, easy for do-it-yourselfers. Our kitchen planners are free, easy to talk to. We'll give you our best shot. Plywood Minnesota understands kitchens and listens to you. That's a big difference.